Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to cover through the miscellaneous site purchases. So this cost center is raised as a few separate purchase orders. So there's orders raised for Brett's Hardware, Bunnings and Fasteners Direct for $250 each. So if you go into the job and type in the code 01.002, this is the miscellaneous site purchases cost center. So for this one, we just move this item across, the purchase of sundry items for site. We'll pop that one across into there and we'll change the unit price to $250. So we just create a few of these and just change the load to 2 and 3. So that means that we'll be able to update this to be Brett's Hardware, Bunnings and Fasteners Direct. So we'll just give that a second. It's just a bit slow. So that's the 3 loads there. Now this is done per dwelling. So if there was a set of townhouses, you would just increase this dollar figure. So if it was a set of 4 townhouses, it would be $1,000 to Brett's, $1,000 to Bunnings, and $1,000 to Fasteners Direct. Now this particular cost center is used for things like cleaning products, rags, if the guys need any silt barrier, so any sort of silt protection that they need on site. Let me just see if I can bring something up for you. So something like that, a silt barrier, if they need to just tidy that one up. Any little bits and pieces like cable ties or so just some cable ties here if they need to replace signage or the banner mesh. It's just odds and ends. So if they need a packet of screws or a drill bit. So anything like this would all be covered in the miscellaneous site purchases cost center. Now, anything that relates to actual construction materials for the frame goes in a different cost center. So that would be in the frame hardware cost center. So if I just go to that one, so you'll see in the frame hardware cost center, it would be things like brackets, nuts and bolts, any additional timber, any dynabolts, tie down rods, chem set, anything like that would all come into this particular cost center. Now currently all these items are in red because we generally don't order this for the site supervisor. They will send through a list to Fasteners Direct or Bunnings. And sometimes if they need things quickly, Brett's has a cheap delivery. So again, this one's just raised in a very similar fashion to the miscellaneous hardware. So it's just a slightly different setup for this particular cost center. So that's all we need to do for that one. And that's ready to go.